I had a rather disturbing thing happen to me this morning. We have a pond, we have a small pond in our backyard, and I went outside only to find this mink. I don't know if you've ever seen a mink. It's like a furry big rat. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, it was devouring my beautiful koi fish, which is about, I guess, 18 inches long. And the mink looked to be about this size. I don't know how it did it. I was just overwhelmed because it was just attacking the fish, and then it went over and took the fish and ate it and hissed at me. So I'm just never really going to be able to forget about that scene in my head. You know, you have these scenes in your head and you can't forget them. Well, that's mine. I'm calling my husband just in tears this morning, and we've tried everything to get rid of the mink. They're just a huge problem. You'd think we live in the country. We don't. We live in the suburbs, really close to the city, in fact. And we have a net over our pond with the PVC pipes and rocks and everything. And I went to Home Depot to get more rocks to hope that the rest of our fish would be okay. And he said that if they can get their nose in something, that they can get their whole body through. I mean, we have it like Fort Knox back there, really. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's a loss, plain and simple. And you could say, well, it's just a fish. And you know what? The people that are going to tell me it's just a fish, I'm not going to relay this whole story to them. I'm not, because they don't have compassion. And I somewhat understand, because I used to be like that. When people would lose a pet, I was sorry for them. I felt sad. I understood that it was a loss. But until I had my fish, I didn't quite get what kind of a loss it is, because it really is. Of course, it's not like losing a human. Of course not. It's not anywhere close. But you feel this sense of emptiness. You really do, because that person, not that person, but that animal, fish, whatever it was, it it gave you a reaction. I mean, when you fed the fish, or your dog, or whatever it is, or you petted your cat, I don't know, you get a reaction, you get something back from them, even if it's the slightest thing. And I really feel like when you get something back from a living, breathing creature, then you're going to feel a loss. So if someone treats you like, oh, it's no big deal, and tries to dismiss it as, oh, just get over it, you know what? They don't get it. They don't have the compassion of someone who really cares. And so don't tell those people. I'm only going to tell this story to the people who would understand, who get my relationship with the fish and know my history. I've had them for a long time. And those are the people that I'm going to tell, because they care about me and they will really get it, what's happened. But I'm not going to waste my breath on telling anyone who is going to dismiss this as, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing. And you know those kind of people. And it's not just the death of a pet or anything like that. It's any problem you have. A lot of times they will just dismiss it, like it can't ever be as bad as their problem. And whatever little thing is going on in their life, it's like huge. But if something's going on in your life, it's like, oh, whatever, get over it. So I think if something, even if it's just, maybe you don't think it's a huge deal, but if someone can't relate, can't show some empathy, I don't know, it's a time when you can weed out people. It really is, because you know who your friends are, you know who they are. And I'm not saying drop people who aren't going to be upset when you lose a pet. But what I'm saying is, maybe put them a little on the back burner. They're not somebody that you can really lean on, that really has your back. But yeah, you see them, it's fine. It's just not a really, really close friend. So you got to compartmentalize. And a situation like that, well, that'll do it for you.